My name is Robin. I'm the program director here at Whispering Manes. Welcome. We hope you enjoy our video.
As you can see, we have some horses around us, and we're getting a good look at some of the therapeutic benefits that these horses bring to the kids.
This is Banjo.
Banjo.
This is Banjo, yeah. So he probably prefers if you just kind of get him on the side a little bit.
I can already see how it's helping me mentally. I love it.
Right?
It's beautiful.
This is Honey. She's our senior member of our herd. She's been with us since the beginning.
She's the OG.
Yeah, she's been here for 10 years with us.
Would you say that she's a common favorite in the kids?
She is a common favorite in the
She is
kids.
beautiful.
And he has Medicare. This is Ben, and he's a senior citizen in the group. He's 23.
Whoa,
And he does
that's
not
great.
belong to us. He actually is owned by an owner who wanted him to have a job. There's a lot of people living in Miami with a disability, and being able to afford to do something like this at this quality is inaccessible for so many people.
You have a lot of volunteers.
This is summer camp.
Okay.
So the summer camp today we have 7 riders here, 7 participants. We'll be here from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I try to do one-to-one volunteers to participate.
One-to-one volunteers.
So
for each.
each participant has a dedicated volunteer. So we have 9 volunteers here today on top of our 7 participants, plus our instructors and some people who help us with the horses. This is Candy. She's our equine manager.
Nice to meet you.
Robert, what was
Good.
it?
Candy.
Isaiah.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
A day of summer camp looks like the morning the kids get here. In the beginning, they just hang out, get kind of acquainted with each other. Then they pull out all the equipment. So they already did that part. The equipment is out. And we'll bring up the horses. And so the horses are going to come to this area here. And once the horses are here, the kids will have a chance to brush the horses. And you'll get a chance to see all that. They'll brush the horses and we'll tack up the horses. And then they're going to ride in here. We will work with 3 horses at a time. And then while they're doing something, while they're riding, the other kids will be doing something else. So they will either be doing a scavenger hunt, maybe they'll be playing bingo this morning, some other activities. And then they'll switch. Everybody gets to ride in the morning. Once we finish riding, we clean up, eat lunch, and then we come to our afternoon activities. We still need awareness. We need awareness of our mission. We need awareness of the fact that, we need financial support. We're doing well, but you never know. The pandemic scared the bejesus out of us, as it were, because we didn't know how we were going to feed the horses. Community came together. It was fantastic. Community came together, and we said we need help to make sure we have money to feed the horses, and people are like, okay, here. But we didn't know, right? And so we just always need more and more people to know about what we're doing out here, so that we can keep going. So we added in a literacy program called Manes and Tails for struggling readers. So kids
That's
who are not
awesome.
reading at grade level come here and they read not only to the horses, but we do a lot of different activities and exercises with them to encourage reading. Like a favorite is to do a rhyming scavenger hunt. So you may notice as you walk around there are words stuck to the walls, and the kids are given a list of words and they have to take their pony friend with them and they read the word that they have and then they look for the rhyming word. And so
that's smart.
That's brilliant.
so they're moving around. The horse helps to make things very not intimidating. Recently, you met Candy, our equine manager, but she's also a PATH CTRI certified therapeutic riding instructor, as am I, and is Sarah, who you'll meet in a little bit. And so we've now started a weekend veterans group. So we have a Saturday afternoon where she works with veterans and they come in and they learn horse handling skills and things like that. We're going to be adding a new program in the fall called Gateway to the Brain, which is something that you do off the horse to get you ready to learn while you're on the horse. It's a new program. We're going to be the first people offering it in Florida. It was developed at a center out in Texas. We do go out and we do volunteer fairs at some of the high schools. So like this year I've been at volunteers at Belen Jesuit, which is one of the local schools over here. You went to Jesuit school as well?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
St. Ignatius in Cleveland.
So Belen Jesuit is not far from us. I've been to I think it's Westminster Christian, I forget already, and a few others. And we're also up on Volunteer Match, so that's one of the places that a lot of volunteers use to look for. Miami, we have Hands on Miami,
They're
Volunteer
great.
Match. Hands on Miami is great,
Hands
right?
on Miami talk so highly of
Yeah.
you guys.
And then we also have recently joined up with University of Miami. They've put up a volunteer
That's
website
huge.
for
That's
their
awesome.
Butler
Miami, that's
Center.
huge.
Congrats.
So we try to be everywhere.
Robin, you keep mentioning the word help, and Candy, you also mentioned the word help. Like, it stands out to me to have some emphasis because in the conversation that we just had, the thing that I didn't realize before coming here was that not only are the kids being helped and the people involved with the horses, but the horses themselves are also being helped. You said the comfortability that they can reach with the human and the bond that they can create helps them to be a better horse and helps them to do better in the future with their riders. Just in the overall life with becoming comfortable, you said the horses can get agitated, they can become nervous, all of those things, and that can go away with a bond with the human or even the trainer, like one of y'all. And I think that's very beautiful that you can sway such a big 1,500-pound animal, as y'all were saying, in that direction. And that's super cool that the connection helps us humans, but also them at the same
Makes a
time.
big difference. So I teach everybody this lesson. So I'm not being inappropriate. Stand really, really close to me and don't take your hip off my hip. Okay? Now bring that foot up and kick me here without moving away from me. No, you move.
We can't move.
You can't. So you can't. But if I stand over here, you can kick me pretty good. Right? So the lesson: move closer, stay longer. So give the horse the time when he needs to chill, but be close. Don't keep your distance because they're pack animals, they're herd animals, they like good contact. So because I was far enough away, he caught me between the concrete wall and his foot. It was the only time in my life I felt like a cartoon character. I literally saw stars.
Hi.
We're built to code for Category 4 storms, and if you look, you'll see we're built on elevation, right?
Yeah.
So when a storm is approaching, and the last one I think was Irma, that was a big one, right? It kind of just, and you couldn't escape it. It just kind of went up the center of the state, and everyone who kind of left South Florida thinking, oh, well, we'll just go to Georgia, just followed them right up the center of the state, right into Georgia.
Really?
So what we do is we tuck everything away. Everything has a place where it gets put away. We have rooms and storage areas. Everything kind of gets put away. Horses come inside. The shutters are closed. They're thick like this. The shutters are thick solid wood shutters. The doors are solid wood doors. We close the shutters. We close the doors. We leave the horses with enough food for about a day. They each get like a bale of hay thrown into their stall.
I bet they're happy with
And
that.
we just hope for the best. So far, we've been really blessed. Nothing
Good.
has happened. We've had just like some tree damage and stuff like that, even with Irma. So these peacocks hang out around here because the horses eat some grain and they eat some other things. And the peacocks come and they clean up. The difference in the connection is that, horses are prey animals, and so they're very good at reading unspoken language, right? So they're very dependent on the ability to read the other creatures around them.
Right.
So dogs, on the other hand, as being apex predators, don't need us the same way that horses need us. And one of the things that's interesting is dogs actually make eye contact with us, right? That's something that people have probably unconsciously chosen for. So when you go and you see a dog, if you go to choose a dog from a litter, the one that comes to you and makes contact with you, that's the one that you get,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And so we've kind of, without thinking, we've naturally selected for certain traits in dogs that we like. Horses, on the other hand, are not companion animals. They're more of, working animals, or historically have been working animals, whether they're on farms, they pull plows, etc., pull carts.
Yes.
And so they've evolved a little bit different in their relationship with humans. They do recognize us, and they do show us some affection.
It's just taught me a lot of patience, a lot of listening, a lot of patience, and just, I don't want to say tolerance with people, because people can be rude, but understanding, I guess, because you never know what someone else is going through, even if they have a bad attitude. What I want for them is for them to, if they're not independent at home, if they're not independent in their outside life, then they can be independent here, and they can learn that they can be independent here, and that they learn how to thrive. Because that's what we want, right? We want our kids to go out, if they ever leave here, if they spend maybe like a month here or a few weeks here, that they go out into life and that they are at least equipped with the tools to thrive out in life. Common things, I used to be a really quiet kid, and I got on a horse and all of a sudden I wasn't quiet anymore.
You got that confidence.
Yes. Yeah, the horses definitely teach you. If you don't have confidence, you'll learn. If you have some pride, they will show you how to be down to earth. They're gonna check you.
Our main focus in that is since we do have so many children that maybe don't have anybody to read to at home because maybe the parents are not fluent in English or they don't really have a reading partner. So we really focus on having them read to a non-judgmental partner, and really with the goal of improving their fluency. So they really not only can read, but they understand what it is that they read. So the last day of that program, they typically will work as a group with their horse, and they will act out one of the books or stories that they read. And so it's very cute. And you can see that it's clicking and they understand.
So Robin and Ben and I would like to thank you all for listening to our story, and we'd like to especially thank Robert and his Arms for Love people for coming all the way to Miami to visit us. And we want to welcome anybody who might be interested in seeing what we do. We'd love to have you come and visit us. Our doors are always open to share what we do and how we're running our facility here. Meet our horses, see our programming, and if you're interested in sharing your time, your talent, or your treasures with us, you're always welcome to visit our website, and we can there's multiple ways that you can do that. So thank you again for your time, and thank you to Arms of Love.